Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English Talk, the podcast where you can practice real simple English with us. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. Thanks for joining us today. Maybe you're listening while you're walking, studying, cooking, or just relaxing. Wherever you are, we're really happy you're here.
Today's episode is about something really helpful for all English learners: how to start thinking in English, even if you're a beginner.
Yes, a lot of people say, I understand English, but I can't speak fast. And one big reason is because they translate in their head before speaking.
That's right. When we translate from our own language, it can make us speak more slowly, and sometimes we forget the words we need.
But don't worry. Today, we'll give you easy tips to help you stop translating and start thinking in English. Even just a little bit each day can help you feel more confident.
We'll talk about why we translate, what thinking in English really means, and how you can practice with short, simple phrases.
And of course, we'll have some fun mini dialogues, vocabulary practice, and a listener challenge at the end. So stay with us.
Oh, and if you want to follow along or study later, don't forget to download the free PDF transcript and practice guide. Just check the link in the description below.
All right, are you ready to start thinking in English?
Let's go.
So, let's start with a big question. Why do we translate in our heads when we speak English?
That's such a common experience. And honestly, if this happens to you, you're not alone. It happens to almost everyone learning a new language.
Yes, when we learn English, our brain naturally wants to go back to what it already knows. And that's our first language.
Right? So when you try to speak English, you may first think in your native language, then try to change the words into English. That's called translating.
For example, let's say your first language is Chinese, Spanish, or Arabic. You might think, "wohan or "yo tengo mucha hambre."
Then you stop and try to translate that into English. You might say, "I'm very hungry now."
But in English we say, "I'm very hungry." That little word, am, is important. So when you translate, you might miss those small grammar rules.
Exactly. And that can make your speaking sound unnatural or confusing.
Also, it takes time. You stop, you think in your language, you search for the English words, and by then, the conversation might have moved on.
Yes, translating makes your speaking slow and sometimes stressful. You might pause a lot or feel like you can't keep up.
Let's use another example. Imagine someone asks you, "Hey, what do you want to eat?" And you're thinking, what do I want? Eat. That's eat. Wait, how do I say this in English? It's slow and maybe a little frustrating.
That's right. You're not really communicating. You're just doing a language puzzle in your head.
It's kind of like learning to drive a car. At first you're thinking, okay, now I press the gas. Now I turn the wheel. Where's the brake? It's slow and you have to think about every step.
But after some practice, driving becomes automatic. You just drive. You don't stop and think about each move.
And speaking English can be like that too. If you practice a little bit every day, even short sentences, it becomes faster and more natural.
So translating is normal in the beginning, but it slows you down. The good news is you can learn to think in English directly. And we'll show you how.
That's what this episode is all about. Simple habits, small changes, big results.
Ready to learn what thinking in English really means?
Let's do it.
Do you feel nervous or slow when you try to speak English? What do you think causes that? Is it translating, fear of mistakes, or something else?
Tell us in the comments, or just say it out loud to practice.
So now you might be asking, what does it really mean to think in English? Is it difficult? Is it only for advanced speakers?
Good news, it's not difficult and you don't need to be advanced. Thinking in English is something every learner can start doing, even beginners.
Yes, and it doesn't mean you have to make long, perfect sentences in your head. You don't need to think, "I'm currently preparing my breakfast because I feel a little hungry."
Nope, that's way too much. Thinking in English is really just about using simple English words and phrases in your mind, instead of translating from your language.
Let's break it down. Usually, when we speak a second language, we do this. First, think in our native language. Second, try to find the English words. And third, say the sentence.
That's called translating. And as we said before, it's slow and it can make you feel stuck or nervous.
So what's better? Just skip step 1. Go directly to English. Even if it's just one word, that's a great start.
Let's look at an example. If your first language is Chinese, you might think, 我很渴. In Spanish, tengo mucha sed. In Arabic, أنا عطشان جدا.
Now, instead of translating into English, just think, I'm thirsty.
That's it. Not too hard, right?
And here's something cool. You don't even need to think in full sentences at first. You can just think, thirsty. Cold water. No cup. Drink now.
It's kind of like talking to yourself. In English. This helps your brain get used to English even when you're not speaking out loud.
Let me give you another example. You're brushing your teeth in the morning. Instead of thinking, where is my toothbrush in your language, try thinking in English. Where's my toothbrush? It's in the cup. Time to brush.
Or imagine you're walking outside and it's hot. Instead of, today is very hot in your language, just think, so hot. Need shade. Water, please.
These little moments are perfect for practice. When you're in your room, on a bus, making coffee, use short English phrases in your head.
It's not about grammar. It's not about perfection. It's about building a habit of using English naturally.
And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Your brain will start to think faster in English. So when you speak, it will feel more natural and confident.
That's the goal, to make English something you live with, not just something you study.
So start small. Don't worry if you only use 1 or 2 words at first. Even just thinking thirsty, tired, where's my phone? That's already a win.
And remember, no pressure to be perfect. We're just building a simple daily habit, just like brushing your teeth.
In the next part, we'll show you how to practice thinking in English with fun and easy habits you can use every day.
Let's keep going.
So listeners, can you think of 2 or 3 short phrases you say every day in your own language? Try saying them in English now.
Here are some ideas. I'm sleepy. Where's my phone? Let's eat. I need coffee. I'm late.
Say them out loud or write them down. You're already starting to think in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great content. Click the subscribe button and stay updated with our latest episodes.
All right, so far we've learned that thinking in English doesn't mean full perfect sentences. It just means using simple English words and phrases in your mind every day.
But how do we do that? How can we start thinking in English when our brain wants to go back to our first language?
Good question. The answer is, start with small, easy habits. You don't need to study for hours or memorize long lists. You just need to build a few English moments into your daily routine.
These habits are simple. You can do them at home, on the bus, while brushing your teeth, even while waiting in line at the coffee shop.
Let's go through 5 great habits to help you think in English. Starting today. Habit 1, label objects around you.
Look around your room right now. What do you see? A phone, a lamp, a window?
Try pointing at each object and saying its name in English out loud. Phone, book, water bottle, door, bed.
This is called labeling. You're teaching your brain to connect the object directly with the English word, not with the translation.
You can also write small paper notes with the English word and stick them on things in your room, like mirror, fridge, light switch, chair, remote control.
Each time you walk by, read the word. It's simple, but powerful. You'll stop thinking, what's that called in English? Because you'll already know.
This is perfect for visual learners, People who remember things best by seeing them. Habit 2. Say simple English sentences in your head.
We all do small things every day, and we can use those moments to think in English.
When you wake up, try thinking, I'm getting up, I'm brushing my teeth, time for coffee.
While you cook, I'm making breakfast, 2 eggs, some bread, done.
On the way to work or school, I'm walking to the bus. The weather is hot today. I forgot my umbrella.
These are real thoughts, real life, real English, and they help your brain get used to thinking without translating.
Start small. 1 sentence is enough. Later, you can add more as it feels easier. Habit 3. Use your inner voice in English.
We all talk to ourselves sometimes. In our head. This is your inner voice.
Maybe you think, what should I eat? Or where are my keys? That little voice? Try using English instead.
For example, I'm hungry. Too cold today. I have to hurry. Oops, I dropped my phone.
It doesn't have to be correct or perfect. Just say what you can. Naturally, like you're talking to yourself.
This habit helps you stop thinking, how do I say this? And instead just say it in English automatically.
The more you use your inner voice in English, the less you'll need to stop and translate. Habit 4. Repeat short English phrases out loud.
Another great habit is to choose 3 or 4 short, useful phrases and repeat them every day.
Here are some good ones to start with. Let's go. I'm tired. Just a second. I don't know. That's funny.
You can say them while getting ready, walking outside, or even while looking in the mirror.
Speaking out loud helps your mouth and your memory. It builds what we call muscle memory. Your mouth and brain work together.
Over time, you won't have to think. Your mouth will just say the right phrase.
Try this. Pick 1 phrase each day and say it 5 times. For example, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. Habit 5. Use flashcards or apps with pictures. No translation.
One more tip. Try learning words with pictures, not translations.
If you see a picture of a dog, don't think chow or parrow or gull. Just think dog.
This helps you connect ideas and English directly, with no middle step. It's great for thinking in English.
There are many language apps or websites that do this. You'll see a photo and hear the English word. No translation needed.
Or you can make your own. Draw pictures, use stickers, or find photos and write the English word under them.
So here are the 5 easy habits to help you think in English. First, label objects around you. Second, say short English sentences in your head. Third, use your inner voice in English. Fourth, repeat simple phrases out loud. And finally, use picture flashcards, no translation.
Remember, you don't have to do all 5 today. Just start with 1. Try it once or twice a day. It will grow into a habit.
English will start to feel familiar and even fun.
And soon, you'll be thinking in English without even trying. That's real progress.
So listeners, what can you label in your room right now? Look around and try to say 3 things in English.
Example, mirror, table, blanket. Now say them again, out loud if you can.
Great job! Every small step you take is 1 step closer to thinking naturally in English. Okay, so now you know some great habits for starting to think in English. But maybe you're still translating in your head sometimes?
That's normal. Everyone does it when they first learn a language. You hear something in English and your brain says, what does that mean in my language? Or before you speak, you think of the sentence in your own language and then try to translate it into English.
But here's the thing. Translating takes time, and it can slow you down when you want to speak or listen quickly.
If you want to speak more naturally, you have to stop translating. And the best way to do that is by practicing short, simple English phrases every day.
Short phrases are great because they're easy to remember, and you can use them in many situations. They help your brain store English chunks, little groups of words that go together.
When you learn a short phrase like, I don't know, you don't need to think, what's the word for I? What's the word for don't? What's the word for no?
Nope, you just say it all together like one block. I don't know.
So instead of building a sentence from little pieces every time, you start to use ready-made English blocks in your mind.
Here are some easy, everyday phrases you can practice. They're short, useful, and you don't need to translate. Let's say them together. Ready?
Repeat after us. I'm not sure. Just a minute. That's okay. Sounds good. I'm tired. I like it. I don't like it. No problem.
You can use these when you're talking to someone, or even when you're just talking to yourself in your mind.
And remember, say them again and again. Repeating helps your brain learn them without translating.
Let's try something fun. I'll say a situation, and you think of an English phrase you can use. Don't translate, just feel it.
Ready? Here we go.
You make a mistake. What can you say? Oops, sorry about that. My bad.
Someone asks you a hard question. What can you say? I'm not sure. Let me think.
Your friend says, let's eat lunch together. What do you say? Sounds good. Great idea.
You're in a hurry. What do you say? Let's go. Hurry up.
You're tired at the end of the day. What do you say? I'm so tired. Time to sleep. Great job. The more you practice like this, the faster your brain will use English without thinking in your first language.
Let's give you a few more tips to practice short English phrases every day. Tip 1. Choose 5 short phrases every week. Say them out loud 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Tip 2. Write them down in your notebook or on your phone. Keep a list called My English Phrases. Tip 3. Try saying them when you do everyday things, like, I'm hungry, when you feel hungry. I'm ready, before leaving home. Just a minute, when someone calls you. Tip 4. Say the phrase with feeling, with your voice, your face, your body. It helps you remember better and sound more natural.
Let's do one together. Imagine someone says, want to watch a movie tonight. What's a short, natural English phrase you can say?
How about, sounds good, or sure, why not?
Nice. That's real English, and you didn't translate it in your head.
So listeners, what is one short English phrase you use a lot or want to practice more?
Type it in the comments and try to say it 3 times today.
Remember, don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on thinking and feeling in English. That's how fluency grows.
All right, everyone. So far, we've talked about using short phrases, stopping word-for-word translation, and building strong English habits. Now let's make everything more practical. Let's look at real-life situations. Everyday things you already do, where you can start thinking in English. You don't need a class or a teacher. You don't need a special book. You just need to use the moments in your day.
Yes, you can start practicing right now with the things around you. The key is to use English to describe what you see, what you feel, or what you need to do in real time. You'll be surprised how much English is already inside your brain.
Let's start with something very easy. When you're at home, you're relaxed and nobody's watching. It's the best time to think in English. You wake up in the morning. Try saying to yourself, I'm tired. Time to get up. Let's make coffee. Where are my socks? When you're brushing your teeth, my toothbrush is blue. I need more toothpaste. I have to leave at 8 o'clock.
This is called self-talk. Talking to yourself in your head or out loud if you want. You can describe what you're doing or what you're planning. I'll cook eggs. I have a lot of laundry today. This room is messy. Let's clean it.
It's okay if it feels strange at first. It's normal. But your brain is learning fast. Try this for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Soon, it will feel natural.
Now, let's go to the store. You can use English when you go shopping, even if you speak your language with the cashier. As you walk, think, do I need bananas? Where's the rice? I want something sweet. Look at the products and say them in English. Milk, bread, orange juice, shampoo.
If you can't say a word, guess or try another one. For example, if you don't remember toothpaste, just say the thing for teeth. That's totally okay.
You can also read signs in English like open 24 hours, buy one get one free, fresh vegetables. This helps you connect English to real life.
If you're outside walking or waiting for the bus, that's another chance. You can look around and describe things. It's sunny. The sky is blue. I see a man in a black jacket. That girl has a pink umbrella. You don't need to be perfect. Just try.
You can also ask yourself questions in English. Where am I going? What time is it? Is the bus late? These small questions are great for training your brain to think quickly in English. When you watch English shows, movies, or YouTube, don't just watch. Practice thinking. If a character says, "I don't like it," say it again in your head. Try to feel the meaning. Then try to say it with the same emotion.
You can also pause and repeat what they say. Let's go. That's amazing. I'm so tired. Repeat it like you're acting in the movie.
With music, try to sing along or repeat short parts. You can ask yourself, what does this mean? Is this happy or sad? Do I know another way to say this?
This is fun practice, and it helps your brain learn natural rhythm and tone. Even at work or school, you can use small English thoughts. In your head, try saying, "I have a lot to do. This is easy. I need help. Let's take a break."
You can also describe what you're doing. I'm writing an email. I'm printing a report. This lesson is interesting.
If you use a computer, you can even set your browser or apps to English. That's more input for your brain. Every day.
Change your phone language to English. That's a great passive way to practice. You'll see settings, battery low, message sent, update available.
Also try using English for your to-do list, apps, notes, or even typing your calendar events in English. Dinner with mom, 6 p.m. Study English, 15 minutes. Simple, short English, but it makes a big difference. All right, it's your turn. Choose 1 hour today, maybe after lunch or while you're walking, and try to think only in English during that time.
Even if you can only say simple things like, I'm walking, it's hot, I'm going home. That's perfect.
If you get stuck, no problem. Just move on or use another word. Don't stop. Don't switch to your language. For example, if you want to say, I'm annoyed, but you forget annoyed, say, I feel bad, or I don't like this. That's the secret. Keep going. Keep it simple. Keep it English.
So listeners, where will you start thinking in English today? At home? On the bus? At the store? While doing dishes?
Leave us a comment and let us know. And right now, take 1 minute, yes, 1 minute, and try to look around and say what you see in English. Ready? Go.
Wow, we've covered a lot today. Let's take a moment to review everything we talked about.
Yes. So today's episode was all about how to start thinking in English, even if you're just a beginner. We started by talking about why thinking in English is important. When you think directly in English, you speak more naturally, more quickly, and with more confidence. You don't get stuck translating in your head.
Then we looked at what thinking in English really means, using simple, short thoughts in English instead of translating your full sentences from your first language.
After that, we shared some easy daily habits to build the English thinking habit, like saying short phrases during your day, labeling things around you, and using English to describe what you're doing.
And we also talked about how to stop translating. Instead, use English chunks and repeat them often. For example, I'm hungry. Let's go. I don't know. Repeat them until they feel automatic.
Finally, we gave you real-life situations where you can practice. At home, at the store, outside, at work or school, and while using your phone. You don't need extra time. Just use the time you already have and use it in English.
Let's go over some of the useful beginner phrases we used in this episode. I'm tired, when you feel sleepy or low energy.
Time to get up. You say this in the morning.
Let's make coffee, a casual phrase for starting something.
I need more toothpaste. Use for everyday needs.
Where's the rice? A useful question in shops.
It's sunny. It's raining. Weather phrases.
I'm going home, a basic sentence for direction or plan.
This is easy. A positive phrase for something simple.
I feel bad, a motion phrase when something's wrong.
I'm hungry. A super common phrase everyone needs.
If you want to remember these better, try using them right after this episode, or write them in a notebook or on sticky notes at home.
Yes, use them in your own life. That's how your brain learns to think in English, step by step. And don't forget, you can download today's free PDF transcript and practice worksheet from the link in the description. Use it to review everything we talked about and practice the challenge again.
So listeners, which phrase from today's episode will you try using first? Or do you already have a daily habit in English?
Let us know in the comments. Share your thoughts with us in the comments. And that's it for today's episode of Everyday English Talk. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you feel more ready to start thinking in English.
Yes, remember, you don't have to be perfect. Even if you just use 1 or 2 English phrases a day, you're making real progress.
Thinking in English is a habit, so try to use short, simple phrases whenever you can, in the morning, at work, or even just walking outside.
And don't forget, we made a special PDF transcript and practice worksheet just for you. Click the link in the description to download it for free, review today's phrases, and keep practicing.
Until then, keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep practicing. Even just 5 minutes a day makes a difference.
Thanks again for joining us. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.